Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shayna if you're new here, and I'm on a weight loss journey to lose 70 pounds using a GLP-1 medication. In this video, we're going to review the 4 lessons that I learned my 4th month on Mounjaro. If you'd like to hear what I learned during 4 months on Mounjaro, stick around. Okay, the very first lesson that I learned my 4th month going into Mounjaro was that titrating up was not going to guarantee me more suppression and or more weight loss. In my head and from what I've seen during other people's journeys, right? You go from the 2.5 and then you go to the 5 milligram and everybody seems to be losing so much more weight. They stay on the 5 milligram for months and months and months and they just keep dropping, they keep dropping, they keep dropping. And guess what? That was not me. I did not keep dropping weight on the 5 milligram. I lost weight during my month 3, which was my first month on the 5 milligram, but I did not lose as much weight in month 4, the second month on the 5 milligram. And for the life of me, I could not understand why. Everybody else seemed to be losing weight, but I wasn't losing weight. Why? How come everybody else had more suppression? They're talking about they can barely eat. They have to force themselves to eat food. They have to force themselves to drink, and that just wasn't me. That was not my story. So I did have to learn that for myself, just because I titrated up does not guarantee me more suppression and or more weight loss. And that is because, like I said in my month 2, this medication is a tool. It is not a magic bullet. So the second thing that I learned in my month 4 and or I had to remember was that weight loss is not linear. I am not going to lose the same amount of weight every single week. It depends on my hormones. It depends on what my body is doing internally, things that I cannot see. It depends on how much exercise I'm getting and exactly what it was that I ate that week. I am not always consistently going to lose 1 pound. I am not always consistently going to lose 2 pounds. I might not lose anything in a week, and that has to be okay with me because the next thing that I had to remember was that I have to practice patience, right? We have to practice patience on this medication. This medication is a tool to hopefully help us control the amount of food that we are taking in. The medication doesn't make us make better food choices. The medication helps us with the amount of food that we can physically fit inside of our stomachs. So if we're still making poor food choices, then we are not helping this tool help us. So with practicing patience in regards to weight loss, we also have to make lifestyle changes. What does that mean? What is a lifestyle change? It's changing what we eat. It's changing how much of it we put on our plate. It's getting off of the autopilot that I know for me and probably a lot of other moms and people out there are on. When you come home, you know exactly what you're going to make because it's going to be quick. You know exactly what you're going to do when you get home from work. And you're not really adding a lot of exercise in there. You're not always making the healthiest food choices because you want to get things on the table. You want to get the homework done. You want to get done whatever else it is that you have to get done in your house. And then you want to chill because you had a long day at work. We have to change some of that. We have to really look at our lifestyle. When we come home, can we prepare healthier meals for ourselves and our families? When we come home, can we walk outside? Instead of turning on a movie, can we turn on a YouTube video and exercise to that video? Do we have a walking pad? Do we have a treadmill? Can we get on the treadmill or the walking pad while we're watching whatever the show is that we wanted to watch? What lifestyle changes are we putting in to ourselves that are going to help this medication help us get to our end goal, which is to lose weight? Lifestyle changes are a must, and I know that they're very challenging to change. I know it is not easy to change everything about your life at once, which is why I don't recommend doing it. I do not recommend making all the changes at one time. Little by little, one thing, one thing. Make step changes for yourself that you can implement into your life on a day-to-day basis moving forward. Because what we're actually doing is we're building healthy habits for us to be able to maintain if and when we ever have to get off of this medication. If you are not choosing to get off the medication, you still want to make sure that you're building in the healthy habits, right? for your body. Your body is benefiting from this. Your muscles are benefiting from this. Your metabolism, everything about your insides is benefiting from you making the healthy changes that we need to make. But with all of that being said, I also had to remind myself this month that it is okay not to be perfect. It is okay not to have a perfect plan. It is okay to miss a day of exercise. It is okay to enjoy the meal that you really, really want to have that might be off diet. You are not failing because you missed one exercise. You are not failing because you had one meal that was not the healthiest. Enjoy your life. Eat the thing that you wanted to have and then bring it back and start back on that healthy path. Don't do it daily. You may not even be able to do it weekly. But if you're having a party, you're having an event, you're having a get together, and you eat something, do not allow that to ruin your entire journey. Enjoy it for what it was and move forward. Give yourself grace and remember that you do not have to be perfect on this journey. The last thing I had to remember on month 4 brought me back to a place that I was around my second month. And that was how to stay motivated when the scale isn't moving. If you are interested in hearing about my thoughts on how to stay motivated when the scale isn't moving, go check out my video. I did do a video on that. But for me, I really had to look at other things that were happening in my body and in my life. I started to build more muscle. I started to get stronger. See, I'm getting stronger, right? There are little non-scale victories that I have with muscle building. This right here, my watch, non-scale victory. This watch was too tight for me to wear just in July. Now I can put it on, wear it all day, and it's comfortable. It's comfortable. It's no longer leaving those little marks that your watches leave on your arm when they're a little bit too tight. And to be able to put it back on and to not feel it really, really tight on my arm was so motivating for me to keep going. It's also where I live starting to get cold. And in this season, I am putting on more layers and jackets. I remember last year putting on those layers and putting on a jacket and feeling like the zipper was going to break. I can put on those same jackets now and whoop, zip it right up and it fits and I can wear it all day. And that is so motivating for me to know that I don't have to go out and buy another winter coat because I am still too big to wear the ones that I had. I am fitting into clothes that I have in my closet, and that is a motivator for me. So when you are feeling low about the scale not moving fast and you trying to put in all of this work, look for other little external non-scale victories in your life that will keep you motivated to keep going. It's not easy, but sometimes it's fun to do because trying on clothes in your closet that were a little tight and you can wear them makes you feel good. It does make you feel good. So go find that piece of clothing. Go find that watch. Go find that bracelet. Do your shoes fit a little bit looser because you lost a little bit of weight? Go find those shoes. So to go back to the beginning of my journey, I started my weight loss journey at 205.6 pounds back in July of 2025. At month 3, I was down to 184.2 pounds. Month 4, I went down to 181.8. I only lost 2.4 pounds in my 4th month on a GLP-1 medication. But guess what? I am 23 pounds down from where I was less than 6 months ago, which is a big, big deal. I am very, very excited about the weight loss that I've had, even with the struggles that I've had, and even with feeling down on myself for only losing 2.4 pounds in a month. I know that I have made it very, very far, not only in my weight loss journey, but in my health as a whole and the lifestyle changes that I am choosing to make. So the lessons that I have learned in month 4 are lessons that I will still have to remember and build upon in month 5, month 6, and beyond, because this is never going to be a magic bullet. My weight loss is never going to be linear. I will always have to practice patience with myself in anything and everything that I have to do. And I have to allow myself to have grace for myself when things are not perfect. So if you like what you see here, you like what you hear, you're on your own weight loss journey, whether you're using a GLP-1 or not, please give this video a like, hit that bell so you don't miss a video from me, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, have a great month. I'll see you soon. Bye.